Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's Monday, 4th May 2020. It's the month of Ramadan. I hope all children, you are fine, you are well, you have been working hard at home in the mornings doing your schoolwork and also focusing on your madrasa work. Mashallah, you're going to be starting the pink book which you can see on the screen, which is part 5. This is a huge step forward, mashallah. May Allah accept the efforts of your teachers, of your parents, of yourselves, of the madrasa. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. In this new book, the pink colored book, one of the, inshallah, things we will be starting, one of the topics is what we call the Waqf rule. So this is the word here, Waqf. Waqf basically in simple terms means to stop. In the Quran, when we recite the Quran, you will notice that after each verse or even in between the verse, there are various stop signs. So how to stop there? There's certain rules. There are certain rules, and insha'Allah, we will be looking at those rules. So this is an example. This is an example of a page from the Quran, and our aim, insha'Allah, is to get to the Quran. So if you notice, let's just start from the top of the first line, which is this one. This is a stop sign. Can you see? A baby Jim. This is also a stop sign. And inside there is a number. It tells you which verse number it is. This is also a stop sign. Another stop sign. Another one. So I'm hoping that you're getting the idea that, can you see now, this is another stop sign. So whenever we stop here on these places which are marked in red, there's a special way to stop, what we call Waqf. So when we do Waqf, for example, here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or wherever, whenever we do Waqf, whenever we do a stop, there is a special way to stop. There are some rules. So I hope now you will look at this Quran page, and can you point out to your parents, starting from here, some stop signs, Waqf signs. So come on, there's one on this line, there's one or two on here. So if you can point them out, and pause the video if you need to as well. There are a total of 5 Waqf rules. So that's 5 Waqf rules. And the first Waqf rule we are going to look at is words which end with what we called a round ta. So this is a round ta. One is this ta. So we're not talking about this ta. We are talking about the round ta, which you can see here on the screen. And let's just make this bigger. This is an example of a word which ends with a round ta. Can you see? Let's read this word together. Come on. Al-qari'atu. Al-qari'atu. So as you can see, this word, it ends with what we call a round ta. As you can see, this is the round ta. We now have on the screen, as you can see, let's just make it a little bit bigger again. As you can see, we have got a word, well, two words. It's a short verse of the Quran. So if you can read it with me, narun hamiyatun. So can you see, this word ends with a round ta. Okay. And here we have, again in blue, the example, same example. And you've got a stop sign here. This is a stop sign. Okay. So the question is, when we stop on this word that ends with a round ta, how are we going to stop? So listen carefully. I'll read the black first. Narun hamiyatun. But now we have a stop sign, so we are going to stop here. Okay? So listen carefully. Narun hamiyah. I'll say that again. Narun hamiyah. So what we do is, it's very simple. The round ta, we change it to a ha with a sukoon. With a sukoon. So let me just write it out for you. Let me just write it out for you. Let's just rub all this off and it will make it much easier. So there we are. Ha Mia. So it was hamiyatun, but when we stop, so let's just put the stop sign here. Let me just make a stop sign up. Okay. When we stop on a word that ends with a round ta, that round ta, we replace it with a ha, like I've done here, as you can see, ha. And that ha will have a sukoon. Okay. So hamiyah. So let's go back to here again. Can you see, how are we going to stop on this word? Narun hamiyah. As you can see, the ta, we have replaced it with a ha with a sukoon. So we're not going to say, let's go back to the example here again. We are not going to say narun hamiyatun. No. Because of the stop sign, the waqf sign, we are going to change the round ta with a ha, and that ha will also have a sukoon. Let's now, mashallah, look at this example. Second example. So again, we have a word here, a sentence, a verse. Let's read it together. Come on. بِأَيْدِي سَفَرَةٍ بِأَيْدِي سَفَرَةٍ. So as you can see, what do we have at the end of this verse? A round ta. And then if you look at the blue, we've got a stop sign. So come on, tell me, what are we going to do? When we have a word that ends with a round ta and you want to stop, i.e. you want to make, what's the word? Come on, waqf. You want to make waqf. The round ta, what do we change it to? Come on, children, tell me. We change it to a ha, and that ha will have a sukoon. So this is really easy. Come on, let's read this by doing the correct waqf. Let's start from here. بأيدي سفرة. Can you see? سفرة. So we're not going to say بأيدي سفرة. Rather, we will say بأيدي سفرة. This round ta, it is changed into a ha with a sukoon. I'm sure you're now, mashallah, getting the hang of this. This is the third example now. So again, if we read the line at the top together, come on. وَتَذَرُونَ الْآخِرَةَ. You do know that ra, when it has a fatha, we read it with a full mouth. And also when it has a dhamma. You only read it with an empty mouth when there is a kasra. So let's read this again. Full mouth here and full mouth here. And don't forget kha, full mouth letter. وَتَذَرُونَ الْآخِرَةَ. So now let's look at the blue. Let's look at the blue. You've got a stop sign. And when we stop on a word that ends with a round ta, what do we change it to? Come on, guys. Come on, children. Tell me. Yes, that's right. We change it to a ha. And that ha will have on it a sukoon. Let's put the sukoon here, there. Okay, sukoon. So can you see this is what you call a sukoon? You can see this is also a sukoon. Can you see? My sukoons might be a little bit dodgy because it's a bit difficult to write on the screen. Okay, so let's read this again. Come on, let's read this together. The bit in blue. Are you ready? وَتَذَرُونَ الْآخِرَةِ. So how are we going to stop here? We're not going to say وَتَذَرُونَ الْآخِرَةَ. No, we are going to change this ta into a ha with a sukoon. Come on, let's do it again. وَتَذَرُونَ الْآخِرَةِ. MashaAllah. I hope you have benefited from this short video regarding Waqf rules. We've covered one Waqf rule. It's that rule where you have a word or a verse that ends with a round ta. And when you're going to stop on a word that has a round ta, what do? You change it to a ha, and you place a sukoon on the ha. I hope you will watch this video 3-4 times till you are confident with this rule, and inshallah your teachers, Fazila Appa and Shifa Appa, they will be going over this rule with you in class. From myself, your head teacher, Jazakallah, and I hope you are working hard. Like I said earlier, you're also behaving at home. I have told all the parents, if any children are misbehaving at home, just give me a ring and you can drop them off to the madrasa and they can sit in one room by themselves and learn their sabak. Now, we don't want to do that. So inshallah, help your parents at home, tidy your bedroom, make sure you eat on time, sleep on time, do your school work on time, madrasa work on time. So are you going to all inshallah do that? Yes, Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.